can't take battles this morning. I might come on. I was gonna say I'm not working today. I'm taking the day off from work. I'm not taking the day off of streaming, but I'm taking the day off of work. I might end up coming on a little bit and like tattooing and just kind of taking battles. You know what I mean? Like doing battles and whatnot. I don't really do them a lot, like on TikTok. I don't know. I do them every great once in a while, like here and there. But like I don't know. There's something about it. I just it like is such an awkward thing. Like when you go into a battle and you're sitting there, especially if the other person doesn't know how to have. Oh God, it's so awkward. Like you're like, hey, what's up? And they're like, you want to battle? Sure, sure, we can battle. That's fine. You know, whatever. And then you go into the battle and they're just like, so, how's your day? And you're like, it's good, it's good. How's your day? Oh, it's good, it's good. So where are you from? And that's if they really talk to you. If they want to just battle, 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 that's fine. You know. But they don't want to talk. So then you'll have somebody that mutes you for just fucking trying to have a conversation with them. You know, I tend to when I do battles, I like to do games and stuff in it because I feel like it breaks the ice a bit. Like when you do like trivia or you do this or you do that, you know, it kind of makes it so it's a little bit easy. Like you know, not like I said, not everybody's a born talker. I was born to be a talker. Like I was born. I don't even listen to most of what I say. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm thinking it in my head, it's probably coming out my mouth, and that's just how it is. And I said, my daughter, she's 24. She's a natural talker too. So between the two of us, I mean, like I can only imagine what it must be like to be around us. Because I'm saying like, and we'll talk about like anything, everything, like the whole bit. So I said, normally first thing in the morning, typically every morning I'm on here. Typically, sometimes I'll take a day off here and there. Like I took a couple days off over the weekend. I come on, I do the weird news in the morning. Welcome in. I have hi, what's going on, Justin? How are you? I have my TikTok open. I have my YouTube open. So if you hear me talking to anybody that isn't in your chat, I promise you, I'm not losing my marbles. I'm just talking the other chat. Do me a favor, tap the screen, like the live. I appreciate it. I said I am in a good mood. It's gonna be a beautiful day, y'all. Like I said, make sure to tap the screen, follow me. You know, if you want, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Look at how nice and approachable I am. See my little halo? Look at that. See, it's a little halo. Like, so I said, anybody is more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Sometimes people just like to come in and watch me ramble to myself. That's fine. Sometimes people like to come in and talk. That's fine. Like I said, either way, you know, like I said. So okay. I'm on here typically every morning and I do the weird news. I like to do the weird news. I'll do like influencer news or trending topics or like really random weird stories, anything that I kind of come across online. So if it's like a trending video, like I'll go over that. Like I try to stay away from like when I do the news, like you know every like station that does the news only reports like they might have one goodwill piece like every great once in a while. But but it's mostly just bad shit. Like you'll wake up in the morning, like, okay, here, let me watch the news, right? And like you're like, damn, doesn't anything good ever happen? Like I get it, it's the news, you know, like it's the news. Like okay, like you know, of course they're gonna report like the really really bad stuff, but I don't know. I prefer not to start my morning off that way. I'd like to start with like the trending topics and the you know what. Hi, come sit down. Mommy's on live. Like mommy's on live. I sent out my thing like to hey, I'm going live, you know, all this. And then he decided that he needed to go walk around the backyard for about a half hour. So this is Bugsy, guys. This is my little mascot, huh? Aren't you? He normally comes in here. I have sitting next to me because I said I don't know. I sit on the floor. I know some people use their computer chairs. It's more comfortable for me for whatever reason. Like I'll normally sit like crisscross applesauce, you know what I mean? But so he has a couple pillows and then a blanket like here on the floor, and he'll normally come and like snore his ass off like while I'm sleeping. So be happy that you've seen a sighting of him awake. He's 13, so we don't really get to see too many of those anymore. Like when he was little, he had so much energy. Where are you from? I'm from Delaware. It's really boring here, so I live stream as much as I possibly can and work a lot. Like, oh, I was gonna say, is that Dodger? Okay, hi Watson. Hi Spence. Good morning. Welcome through. Where are you from? What's your name? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yeah, I was going to say that. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen like the live. I appreciate it. So, let's see. First thing, and okay, listen. I can honestly say I have never, to this day, never watched one single episode, like live stream. Sergey. Okay, gotcha. There you go. Is that how you pronounce your name, or that's where you're from? Honestly, I'm from the U.S. I've never heard of it. I'll be real. If that's a place, I've never heard of it. But so, I've never seen one of Astrovino's live. Like, it just doesn't seem like the type of live I'd want to go to. Like, she's one that does a lot of battling, and that's how she does her networking and all that stuff. And like I said, it's fine if somebody's like a big battler. Like, that's fine. Everybody does this site differently. I'm not judging it. But so she was on live last night, right? And she actually like did a couple things overnight that got people talking this morning. So, hey, she says she just got kicked out of her boyfriend's house. She wasn't supposed to be moving in, but apparently she tried to move in. And then they broke up. And are you cold? What's the matter? Are you cold? But so they broke up, so now she's living in her car. So I just think it's weird, like somebody's like she'll be on live talking about like her Louis Vuitton purse or her, Versace bag, but yet you're living in your car. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, okay, okay. And then she had gone through a big thing where she ended up, and I said she's done this before, where she said, like we'll say like some racist kind of comments. Like that's what she was doing on her live stream last night. So she's drunk, she's sitting in her car getting ready to go to sleep, I guess, in her car. You know what I mean? I'm from once again, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Once again, Sergey, I was going to say, where is that at? I assume it's somewhere in Europe. I don't even know how to pronounce that. That's not a country I'm familiar with. But so she was on last night, and she was making, and it wasn't like she wasn't dropping like the N word or like calling nothing like that, but she was like, why y'all talk like that, like da 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 da. Oh, what are you gonna do if you go into like, or because somebody said, what do you like, somebody came in and asked her, is it true you fell off, and somebody in the comments said she done been fall off. Right, and it was like, I guess the way that but it was the comments that she made. You guys can go on and go look it up. Like, I won't even repeat the comments, but it was like, she was like, how you gonna put it? Like, she was like, I don't know why y'all be talking like that, like da da da. And they were like, dude, your English is just as bad, and she was like, I don't talk like that. And she said something about how she's not the right race to talk like that, and I was like, wow. Wow, like they can't. I don't understand how she's still allowed on here. If like on TikTok, like if they've done away with her account, like normally if you're a bigger creator and you get banned, they don't let you keep making accounts. I'm wondering like how like she's able to keep making accounts. I don't know. I don't get it. So there's TikTok. It does get like a lot of like e-baggers. I said I really don't like the e-bagging where people just sit on live and they're like, can I get $20? Can I get $20? Can I get this? Can I do this? Can somebody DoorDash me? Can somebody? I'm like, dude, stop. Like, to me, it's gross. I would rather eat out of a motherfucking trash can. I've said this on here before. I'll say it on here a million times. You will never. Like I said, I'll do benefits every once in a while. But besides that, I really don't like. I can't stand it. I would rather lose my house than ask strangers for help. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I would rather eat out of a dumpster than ask people to send me food. But I guess it's like a pride thing. I don't know. So the whole e-begging thing really doesn't make sense to me. Like some people, I think they just look at it as like the easy way out. And you have a lot of people anymore that are dealing with like substance issues. So it's like you can't really like I don't know, like you just can't trust giving people money. During the Great Depression, if somebody came up and said, I need some money for food, they probably did. They needed some money for food. Like because everybody was like starving then. Now it's like somebody will come up and ask for money for food, and like you give them $20, and guess what they don't go buy with it? Food. So people will, like I said, if I see somebody, I'll, and they're like asking for money, I'll go inside. There was somebody that was a beggar on like the road, right? Like, one of those people that stands with the sign. They're like, homeless, please help. Like, there's been a lot of people that have been called out because there was this one dude, right? And this is just like the begging on the street shit, right? So a lot of guys will they will wear, like, and it's not everybody that stands with that cardboard sign on the side of the road, but like there are guys that will specifically wear military gear, right? Like, to thank you, Watson. Thank you for tapping the live. I appreciate it. I like it when people stop by to see me, and I like it when people like my live. It makes my heart super happy. Say it'll spell like the Grinch. But so this dude walks up to him, right? There's been these people on YouTube, and what they're doing is it's a crime. It's called stolen valor. Like, if you are not in the military and you claim that you were in the military to try to get any financial gain, a lot of times I was gonna say people are kind of uptight about. I know certain people that have been in the military, and they're really against people wearing their uniforms on their live streams, just in general, even if they are serving in the military, just because it's a way people can make, like, you know what I mean? People be like, thanks for your service. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think if somebody, I don't have a problem with them wearing their uniform as long as it's actually like their uniform. Like, I don't have an issue with that. But so there's a lot of guys that will go, like, say, to a thrift store or something, or they'll find, they'll go to Goodwill, whatever. Bobby, good morning, handsome. How are you? They'll go to Goodwill and they'll be like, "Ooh, it's a camouflage jacket." Okay, so I was watching this video the one day, and I love watching these people get caught, like when they got a cardboard sign, they got their military uniform on, right? They're standing there, homeless vet, please help. And there's these guys on YouTube that have started making it a point to go out and find these guys. And then I don't know, like, I've never been in the military, so I don't know the proper questions to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know the proper questions to ask to know whether somebody's in the military or not. Lacey, good morning, honey. How are you, gorgeous? And so like this dude, he served in the military. He walks up to this dude, right? And he's asking him questions, right? He's like, "So, you said you served? Oh, really? When did you serve?" "Okay, because that's a Vietnam vet pin on your shirt. So were you in Vietnam too?" And he's like, "That's not an Afghanistan pin. That's a Vietnam vet one." And dude's like, "Oh yeah, I was in Vietnam too." And he's like, "Really? Because you're only like what, like mid-20s?" He's like, "That's interesting. Okay." And you can just tell, like, straight from the get-go that he knows dude's full of shit, right? Like, he knows dude is full of shit. So he's standing there, and I said he was wearing. He's like, "So what did you say? What branch did you say?" "Oh, you're in the Army." "Okay, gotcha." And he's like, "You realize the hat you got on is for the Navy, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I was in the Navy too." And he's like, "Oh, you were in the Navy while were deployed in Afghanistan and Vietnam? Okay, on top of being a Marine." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, your jacket's a Marine jacket, but your pins are Army jackets, and your hat is a Navy jacket. So, oh, thank you, Lacey, honey. I appreciate you." He's like, "So," and then normally what they'll do is they'll call the cops, and the cops come and they'll arrest them for stolen valor. It's gross. Like, people earn their jackets, they earn their pins, they earn their hats, they are willing to sacrifice something that not everybody else would. So I give them props for that. Oh, thank you, Lacey. I appreciate you. How you been, gorgeous? You hanging in there? But so but like, just to think that somebody, like, I don't know, like I said, I don't know the proper things. Lacey, you remember Conga? Yo, he used, oh my god, like, I loved Conga. Like, I know that there were some people that didn't, but I really enjoyed him. I thought he was real funny. He was in the military, and he would, oh my god, I thought the top of his head was gonna blow off the one day. Oh my god, I was in his live, right? And this guy came through, and he's like, "Oh, I see you were in the military. I'm in the military too." And he's like, "Oh, really?" Starts the questions start coming out. "Really? So what's your MMO?" Or I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know what those, like, questions are. And he's like, so he gets the dude to the point where the dude admits that it's Batty, good morning, honey. How are you? That it's an act that he does for his live stream. And when I tell you, I don't think I've ever, that's probably the closest he's ever gotten to a heart attack. As soon as I seen that comment where he was like, "Well, no, It's really just a character I play on my live stream. He looked that like that emoji, the one with the head, like, oh my god, like that one. He looked like that one. I was like, as soon as I read the comment where she was like, well, no, I wear the uniform and pretend to be like on my live stream. It's a character I built. Cool, and I can understand why people in the military, especially when they've been through deployment, get pissed off with stolen valor. Like, people act like I got a big deal out of it. Not really. Not really. It's something you can be arrested for. It's something that to me is like really gross to do. Like just straight up, like those people have been through a lot of stuff and are willing to sacrifice stuff that normal people would. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you'll never catch my ass in the military. I don't even like to verbally fight with people. Like never did I ever think about even joining. Like I don't think I would be good for it. You know what I mean? I'm like a hippie. Like it's just not my thing. But I said I respect the guys in the military because they're willing to sacrifice stuff that other people wouldn't. You know what I mean? So that's like, to me, that's like, you give them respect. Going to a thrift store and buying their uniform and wearing it and claiming that you did it so you can capitalize on it. Yeah, I can really, thank you, Sprite. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate you. But like, that's like, yeah, I can see why people get mad over that shit. Like, yeah, I can see. Like, imagine if you went to like medical school, right? And you had gone like to be a doctor. You're like, oh, I'm going to go and be a doctor, right? And then you go to your 4 years of college. And then you go on to your 4 years of medical school. You earn your, maybe you failed a couple classes, but either way, you put in the work and you worked your butt off and you got yourself to the point where you're a doctor. And then somebody else comes along and claims that they're a doctor, and you're like, oh, really? So what type of practice do you have? And they're like, oh, I do gastro and entomology. Oh, okay, cool. So where do you do it? Where are you based out of? Oh, I work over da hospital. Oh, really? I was gonna say, hold on. I was the manager down there. She's actually a really good friend of mine. Hold on, real quick. Let me call. Like when people get caught in lies, I have to say I'm a little bit of a sadist. I love that. Love that. So then there was another woman, and I seen this video recently. It's been going a bit viral, and I've talked about it on here before. Even with people saying that they want money for food, like you honestly, like you can't trust that anymore because like people will just randomly give food if somebody's standing on it, but they really don't want the food. They want the money. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I get it. I understand we're going through like a really hard time. Like, hey, Keebler, how are you, baby guys? Good morning. Tap the screen, like the live. I am in like a great mood. I hope you guys are all in a great mood. But so this woman goes up, right? And she's like, hey, I seen your sign. It says you're hungry. Here, I packed way too much for my lunch today. So here, take the rest of this. Literally gives him a bag of food, right? It's got like a salad. It's got strawberries. It's got like you know what I'm saying? It's got like a sandwich in there. It's got like like a snack cake. Like I mean, it wasn't really. I was like, damn, I'd take that shit, And so then people are watching. Like a different group of people is sitting there watching and filming them, right? And the person waits for the woman to be gone, and then walks up and sticks it in the trash can. So the other people that were filming got out of the car and went and opened the trash bag, and the person went right back there and put their sign back up, homeless, looking for, need food. You know what I mean? Because some people, like, that change adds up. Okay, well, they're homeless. Here, let me give them 30 cents. Okay, well, the next person comes by and says, okay, well, here's $1. Okay, well, the next person, like, people are going at being homeless like it's a full-time job. And here's the thing is, I understand that the homeless shelters, like I said, there's more homeless people than there's been since the 1930s right now. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. A lot of people, I know that a lot of the homeless shelters have too many people, but a lot of times people that aren't in the homeless shelters, and I said I am generalizing here, I do understand that they get full, but a lot of times people that aren't staying in the homeless shelters, it's because the homeless shelters require you to be clean in order to have a place to stay. So at least that's how it is around me. I can't speak like that for everywhere, but they don't want that. They don't want substance brought into their facility because then they have to worry about people ODing. You know, there's family ones where people, like, it's more like a dorm. You know what I mean? Like, So they don't want that in their facility, and I can't blame them. But so people would rather take to living underneath a bridge and keep their substances than getting themselves clean and going to a shelter that doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I said a lot of times, like, I give people mad props that are in recovery. It looks like something that is really hard to do. Like I said, if it was something that was easy to do, just everybody be like, well, I decided I was going to stop, using that today. You know what I mean? Like, nobody would need the habs. Nobody would need, but it's like you take somebody that's been living underneath the bridge, not enough food, depend on this stuff. And then, hello, Michael, how are you, baby? And then, but like the habs, they'll feed you like 3 meals a day. You know what I'm saying? They'll feed you 3 meals a day. They will, make sure that you have smokes or vape. They'll make sure that you have, like a snack. You get like sometimes I give second snacks because a lot of people, like when they quit doing stuff, they like to kind of eat. You know what I mean? They need like a new thing to kind of like do. Like, so, they'll give like snacks. They'll give like all sorts of stuff. And then you get the fellowship of the other people too. And, it's like a community, and you get to have friends that are also working on getting clean and accountability type shit. But, so like I said, just be hesitant of anybody, like especially online, that is like, hey, can you send me 20? Yeah, I just need 20. There is a woman on here whose name is Lisa Richards, and she is literally the worst when it comes to it. Like, to the point where people know, they know that what the money's going for. They have to, because she is like in that scenario where people are like, well, why don't you go to a homeless shelter? Well, she won't answer. Why don't you go to a food pantry? Well, she won't read those comments either. Well, why don't you go to a church? Because they'll help you with food. She won't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wants people. They're like, can I DoorDash you? She's like, no, can't DoorDash me. I can't. Well, here's the thing. You could pick up a DoorDash at like a friend's house. You know what I mean? Like, she'll stay with people kind of here and there. And I'm like, so why not let people? I would love it if somebody fucking DoorDash me. Like, shit, yeah, let's do this thing. But I'm like, but she won't let people DoorDash. I get you don't want to give people your address of where you might be staying. I get it. But like, listen, if you're really hungry like that, you will do what you need to do. Like I said, I have a friend who I just absolutely adore her. I've never asked her to do this, but every great once in a while she'll come into my live and she'll be like, hey, are you home today? And I'm like, yeah, why? And she'd sent me like cards and stuff in the mail for my birthdays and like, that sort of stuff. So she has my address. And I said, she's somebody that I've known since I started streaming. So she's one of the people like I trust. I'm like, yeah. And she'll come in every great once in a while, and she's like, you home today? And I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, who else is home? And I'll be like, well, Lou's here, Kirsty's here. And she's like, all right. And she's like, are you going to be home for a bit? I'm like, yeah, why? Like, because it catches me off guard every time. I'm like, yeah, why? And she's like, because I just ordered you Cheesecake Factory. And I'm like, did you? And she'll just send like a couple pieces of cheesecake for me and the kids and whatnot. And I'm like, that's so nice. Like, even that like hits me in the feels. I'm like, I'm gonna do that. So there's a lot of like eBayers now. Well, here's the thing. There's another one who's almost as bad as Lisa Richards. I was literally talking about him on here yesterday. His name is Nick Harris. He is something else. He is, thank you, Master Chief. I appreciate you. I was gonna say, is that a Halo reference? I haven't played Halo since it first came out. But so, I was talking about him yesterday because I said I was kind of like disgusted. I'm watching like, like I'm just flipping through my TikTok, right? And I see him in this battle with this girl, right? And he goes, and like just the audacity of it was what got me. Like the fucking audacity of somebody acting like you owed him something. So he's in this battle with this chick, right? And he's like, hey, not even like nice about it, but he was like, so are you going to send any fucking money or not? And she was like, well, yeah, I mean, where do you want me to send it? And she's like, I have Cash App and PayPal. He's like, no. He's like, either you chime it to me or you Apple Pay it to me. Like, there's no other fucking way to get it for me. So, you know what? Either send money or get the fuck off my screen. And I was like, wow, like that's some audacity. Like, people like that's some fucking audacity, man. I'm like, damn, like people will really act like they are so beyond entitled to your money. Like, what the fuck? Like, that blew my mind. I'd never seen nobody do that shit before. Hold on, let's try a different mode. I got these lights. They're new ones. I got them the other day, but I got like two of them. So, and they do all these different things. They're pretty cool. Like, you see how like they'll have colors move. They'll do this. They'll do rainbows. They do all sorts of stuff. So, guys, welcome through. Tap the screen. So, anyway, Nick Harris got arrested the other night, which I thought was pretty funny. Like, I mean, just because like listen, when I get mad because I said I work very hard. A lot of people work very hard for the money that they have. So when somebody acts like not only should you give it to them, but they're entitled to your money, that's where I'm like, it's fucking asshole. Yeah. Right? So I said, I've never seen a lot of these people. I haven't necessarily seen their lives, but like I'll catch replays, like, you know, on TikTok or like YouTube or whatever. And I'm just like, wow, like I didn't know if maybe there was a story behind it. I was thinking maybe she owed him money. And that's why he was being like that. The people are saying that's not what it is at all. So he got arrested the other night. And I'm like, good, one less e-bagger. I think I need to go have this checked. I think I'm going to call a doctor today and have that checked. Because they said it's getting bigger on me. So maybe if I get it removed, right, it'll like kind of give me like a facelift. Like they'll have to cut it out and then like, you know, sew me back together. So maybe my chin will be like this. Right? Like, I'll be like, oh, you know, like, maybe that's what it'll take for me to get rid of my double chin. I've lost a whole bunch of weight and I still have a double chin, you know? No, I'm excited. I said, I'm having my big 45th birthday on the 21st. I'm telling you what, enjoy life, man, because before you know it, it's like, you're like 45. Like, I can remember being like 19 and thinking like 30 was old. You know what I mean? Like being like, 30. That's when everybody like, happy birthday. Thank you, Nathaniel. I appreciate you, baby. But, yeah, so that's, okay, so I do the weird news in the morning, guys. Tap the screen, like the live. I like it when people stop by to see me, like 100%. I said everybody's more than welcome up in here. I dig it. I like it when you guys stop by to see me. Hold on, a message coming through. I don't have any classes today, so I might be on TikTok a little later and just like doing battles. Like, why not? Right? Like, why not? Yeah, you are so beautiful. Awesome. It'll just get better the more the makeup comes on. How are you today, honey? Doing good? So, you know, the Sesame Street character Elmo, right? His ex account got I'm going to try not to laugh when I say this. His account got hacked, right? On the website X, you know, like Elon's site. His account ended up getting hacked, right? And he and it's not funny, but it is funny. Like, so he got his account hacked on X, and they started putting out tweets. They ought to just go back to calling it Twitter. Like, seriously, I don't know. Like, what does it call it? They change it to what? Direct message? Like when somebody tweets at you, but it's the same damn thing as when somebody tweets at you. Okay, but so okay, I guess. But so they ended up right. They ended up that the account got hacked, and it started putting out all these pro-Trump tweets, and then it started making like racist and anti-Semitic remarks. Imagine being like on any site and seeing Elmo's account like post that shit. Oh my god, I would be. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate that here. I'll back on you. I like it when people follow me, unless it's in person. I prefer that people not follow me in person, but you know. There we go. And I said I do follow for follow. I like to follow people, and I promise I won't follow you in person. So, and I have my YouTube open. I have my TikTok open. Like, I normally just kind of, those are my main ones that I stream on. But like I said, I'll try other stuff here and there and kind of see, like, what sites work for me. I was not a fan of, like, X. Like, it just seems like a bunch of bots. Like, I'll be, like, getting messages that's like, hello, beautiful and handsome gentleman. And I'm like, that ain't even people, like, sending messages to you. Like, at least, like, on TikTok and, like, you know, you can see that somebody sat there and actually took the time to type that shit out. You know what I mean? They actually took the time to type that shit out because it's like, this is just like straight up the ones that they send. I don't know, like just everybody. They just mass that shit out. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I seen this one. There's a video trending right now, and I said, guys, I do the weird news first thing in the morning, so welcome in. I'll take a day off here and there, but for the most part, I'm on here like every morning. I like to come on and do the weird news in the morning. So I said I'll do like trending topics, I'll do weird videos, I'll do, whatever I come across online, I'll kind of like jot it down and then kind of go back over it like as my morning topic. So so I'll come on, do put my makeup on, get my shit ready for today, and then I will do the weird news. And I said I like this. Like I love the live stream. So if you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. I said my website's back there. It's edgeoftheeasel.com. I have a new design to put up on it. I finished a couple tattoos, which I'm really pretty excited about. Like it's getting better. It's not great. They're not great. They're not great tattoos, but they're better than like some of the other shit that I've seen. So I have this thing where I really don't necessarily want to even tattoo skin. I like learning new stuff. So like I just started doing this like a couple months ago. So, and then I finished this one day before yesterday. So see, like my shading's still a little wonky, like all that stuff. Like it's a little like it'll get better. So, but like I said, I just started learning like a couple months ago. So, but I would like to do this thing called tattoo art, where like you take the practice skins and put them like in frames and sell them like as a, I don't know. I like the idea of comboing different kind of art forms. So like I really wanted to, but it's like so many supplies. Like I really wanted to. I've seen people do like the 3D art, like where they'll take their canvas and they build like sculptures, right? Like they sculpt like onto these canvases and then they paint the back of the canvases and it makes it look 3D. And I'm like, man, I want to do that so bad. I want to do that so fucking bad. Like, oh my God. Like, but I said it's just more supplies that I need to keep around, and I have a studio, but it's getting a little cramped too. You know what I mean? I have a So I said I'm not. I am working today, but I don't have any classes. I do painting classes. So if anybody's curious and would like to learn how to either oil paint and or acrylic or water, I mean like water people seem to not be as interested in, but you can always hit me up. I said I my classes are cheaper. I do everything virtual. So, and I accept all ages and all skill levels. So anybody's, you're always welcome to hit me up. I'll like, by all means, if you want to take a class, take a class. Like, and then I'm working on getting virtual like paint parties up and running. But like I really do. I like to get people started kind of on their journey with how they're like, I don't know, in their art journey, I guess you could say. I dig it. So this was, and I said, guys, tap the screen, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me. Tapping the screen and liking the live helps me bring more people in, which is essentially like, I mean, that's what live streamers like. We like people. We like people to hear our bullshit and to hear us randomly talk. So, but I don't have any classes today, so I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, maybe I'll just go on TikTok then, like, and do like battles. Like all day, just go on and make some friends, like I'll go on and do like trivia or something today. I get really like, I don't know, I don't like the people that are too hardcore in it, so I'll get like, say like 5 people in a row that are all like, you want to battle? Yeah, okay, come on guys, don't let me lose, come on, she's got a sniper, da, 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 da. And I'm like, dude, like listen, like like I do battles just to be friendly, and you know what I mean, like not to really, I'm not competitive. It's not my thing. I don't really know that I get enough people through on TikTok to be competitive like that. You know what I mean? Like my overall numbers, that's why I don't stream. I don't like people, right? Right, Dark? Sometimes, man, I have a hard time, Dark. I'm not like, I'm really like anti-bully, right? But I'm also really into talking shit. So I'm sure that there's people that come by and be like, yo, she's an asshole. I normally won't start with people, but like, I don't know. I've had so many trolls in like my 4 years on like through live streams, I'm just like, like, it don't even affect me. Like I'm like, how do people get mad at this shit? Like this stuff's like all spelled wrong. Like there is nothing worse. Jules, good morning, honey. There is nothing worse than when a troll comes through and they're trying to talk shit to you and it's all like misspelled. Like, dude, you like listen, like listen, you need to go watch some YouTube videos about grammar. Like, it's like all like just run on sentences, and you're like, dude, like, listen, I've told people before, like, listen, I don't even want to talk shit back to you because every time you type, you're essentially trolling yourself for being stupid. So, I mean, I feel like one trolling back is about all you can take. Like, I'm just like, there is absolutely nothing worse than when a troll comes through and they mistype, like, constantly. And then so I said I started doing YouTube, like, a couple months ago, and I found out there are a lot of kids on YouTube. A lot of kids. So I get a lot of, oh my God, you're old. Yeah, I am. Okay. You're 10. Everybody's old to a 10-year-old, you know what I mean? Like, and then I set my streams to 18 plus, but all they have to do is put in a different birthday, and then guess what? Boom, 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 they're in. And it like still like I don't know that I'll ever get used to that. Like it still weirds me out when somebody is like, I'm 10. I'm like, why are you here? Like, I'm cool. You can stay and hear the weird news, but like, we ain't gonna be like friends. Like, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to be 45 on the 21st. Like, we ain't gonna like be homies like that. Like, I don't message me because I ain't gonna message you back. I can tell you that much. Like, I'm like, I don't feel like I need to be friends with somebody's 10-year-old like online. Like, I'm like, that's fine. You want to come through my stream and like chit chat and hear some weird. Okay, okay. But a lot of times too, it's like stuff that makes sense to us or jokes that like would make sense like as you get older gets lost on it. So, but it's definitely like TikTok seems to be like people in their like 18 to 25. That's like their biggest like age group. YouTube, it's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. Like, a lot. I would like, if anybody wants to go follow me on YouTube, you can actually follow any of my social media. Just look up Misfit Ren. I'm 93. That's awesome. Dark's a sexy senior. Like, but like, oh my God, it'll drive me. I'm like 7. What? Oh, get out of here. Like, oh, that's cool. Why are you here? Like, I mean, in my head, I am saying like, what brought you into here? Like, I mean, like, okay, apparently you're okay. Okay, your parents. Okay, they're not checking your YouTube, huh? Like, they're like, I listen. I'm really anti get into like I can't imagine if a 10-year-old hit me. I've had people that have literally come through my live streams before and been like, I'm 15 years old. You're pretty hot, and I'm like. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Take those words back. Stop it. Yeah, I'm like, oh God. I'm like oh God. Like, what do you mean I'm sexy? You're 15. Like, ew. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm 2 years old. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate you, honey. Okay. So this happened on TikTok recently. This is a video that's kind of going viral, which I think is pretty funny. How he thought that this was going to work well for him, I don't know. I'm surprised that it went on as long as it did, right? This woman, imagine being a woman, right? You open up your TikTok and you're scrolling through, and they need a new mom. Oh God, but it ain't gonna be me. I'm like, oh, that's literally the face that I'll make because I've had like kids under 18. I'm even somebody that's 19. Coming in, like I've had 19-year-olds come through. Oh, you're really hot. I'm like, listen, I got kids older than you. Like, no. Like, backing up like this. You know what I mean? Like, nah, dude, we're cool. What's the matter? I'm over 18. No. I don't care if you are. No. So there's this wife, right? And she's scrolling on TikTok the one day, and she comes across a video of this younger woman. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate you. I like it when people follow me. But so she's scrolling on TikTok and she sees her husband walking along in a video. Her husband of 5 years that she has kids with, walking along in this video, right? And he's walking in a park with this. He looked like he was maybe 50. She looked like maybe she was like 30 or so, right? And the wife looked like she was maybe like in her 40s, so he's like like midlife, all that stuff. And they're in this park, right? And they're walking along and they're holding hands and they're talking about how they've been together for 5 years and it's their anniversary and he spoils her, which is why she stays with him and he gives her like $1,000 every 2 weeks to live off of and all this stuff. Imagine being that wife and the feeling that you would have. Like I would see red. Like, what do you mean? Like, wait, hold on, what? Like, so you've been married for, now come to find out, he's had other affairs that she knew about within the last 2 years or so, right? Like, of their marriage. This woman had literally been with him, like, I think since like around the same time he got with his wife. And they had kids together too. And this is how she found out. And I'm like, oh God, watch. She's going to take him back. Like, like, this better be it, man. This better be it. Like, but yeah, so that's what he was saying. And she's like, I work very, very hard at my job to make money for my family. She's like, and he's taking it and giving it to another woman so she can pay her bills. Like, I've seen people that have been in polyamorous relationships before. Like, it's like I said, I'm like a big pro lifestyle person, but it's very different. Like, it's not, because the big thing is like, it's like a respect thing. Like, don't lie to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't lie to me. Like, people don't like to feel like they're the last ones to find out something, especially from the person that they're closest to. So it's like, if you really feel like you can't, I mean, like, and you want to be polyamorous, be polyamorous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be. But you have to understand that not everybody's okay with that. And then you have to decide at that point in time whether that life means more. Polly wants a cracker. Yeah. Polly wants a cracker. I'm great with white woman. I'll tell you what, like, oh my God, I go to like there's a local swingers club, right? And I go and I don't partake in all the activities, but I just like the fact that like I don't know. Like, I like the fact that there's so many people that are just open-minded. You know what I mean? Like, they're fun. They're not, like, there's no jealousy. There's no, like, nothing. Like, I mean, it's just kind of, but it's a respect thing. They don't lie to each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where people really get, like, but imagine that. Imagine being married for 5 years and you're giving this man money. And then he's taking it to his girlfriend who's been with him the same amount of time, has the same amount of kids. Oh, I would be livid. I would be fucking livid just because somebody lied to me that bad. Not even, I mean, yeah, for that shit too. Like, for that shit too. But I'm just saying, like, I would just be mad that somebody even went to that level of lying to me. You know what I mean? Shoot, oh, he doesn't do it to you. It rings off something. I'll tell you what, there are certain nights that are geared specifically at the club, and I'll tell you what, the guys there that are African American, they get a lot of attention. Let me tell you, they get a lot of attention. All right. I've never heard of this woman. Apparently, she's really big on social media. This has kind of been going viral. So I said, guys, I do trending topics in the morning. Her name is Debbie the Pet Lady. She sounds like she's a boss at partying. And she looks like, I've seen her picture. She's a little bit older. I don't know if you guys know who this is. I'll 3D print some new hats for the party. You know, it was so funny. I had a friend named Mike, and he started, he got a 3D printer, and he started making, like, he called them wiener hats. So, like, one was, like, a little steam. He was like, yeah, so now I can put a hat on it. And he kept coming in and showing me, like, the little hats he was printing off to wear out. And I'm like, I guess that counts as cosplay, right? Like, he had a little steampunk one that had, like, the goggles and shit on it. He had another one that was, like, a sombrero. Like, I am a friend named Mike. Are you? Maybe it's just a name. It's a name thing. That's so funny. Oh, wait, are you Mike? You're not Mike. You just have it. Wait, is it? No. You're a different friend, Mike, right? Or are you Mike? Like, I am. Wait, you are what? A different friend, Mike, or the normal friend, Mike? The not normal friend, Mike. Like, the not normal, but normal friend, Mike. I'm so confused now. Did you just change your use? Because that would be some shit he would do. All right. Oh, there was a woman recently. I try not to do like. I'm Mike the Vet Show. If that's the name that you. Mike. Dude, you are such an ass. I was like, oh my gosh, somebody else had the idea of a wiener hat. Like, you are so ridiculous. That was so funny. I really didn't know it was you. So, okay. There is Debbie the cat lady, or no, her name's Debbie the pet lady. She got arrested. I'm like, for what? Like, I mean, she doesn't necessarily look like she would be somebody that, like, I don't know, like I don't know what she got arrested for. I haven't really heard anybody. How did the goth kid break up with his girlfriend? He sang to her, "You Are My Sunshine." I've seen that one. I'll tell you what, like, if you do goth jokes, because I'll look them up, I'm like, out of, like, ideas and shit. So I'm like, okay, I'll be, like, looking them up, like, what's really funny, right? Like, let's see what and I said, like, the mom jokes are, like, my favorite ones. Like, the worse that they are, the better they are to me. Like the worst, like I love a good dad joke like a champ. Like I love like But if you notice a lot of the goth jokes are very dark humor jokes, like very which listen, I like my dark humor too. Like my dark humor too. But I'm just saying I can't necessarily post it everywhere. So like I've seen ones where it's like, how did you get the goth kid out of a tree? They cut the rope. Yeah. 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 And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I might think, because it's a joke, it'll be all right, y'all. But I'm like, yeah, I'm trying really hard to behave myself on TikTok, which, by the way, guys, I said I am dual streaming. So if you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. This one was funny. There's a big e-beggar that I've talked about, like, yeah, I'll never forget my dad's search or yeah, my dad's last word, erase my search history, son. Yeah, don't even look at it. That's what I told my daughter in the event that I ever die, just reset my phone. Like, just don't even bother. Like, if you're like, hey, maybe there's some good pictures on here, like, of the family, just delete, like, just go get that phone reset. Like, just keep what you got. Like, yeah. Like, just don't scroll. Don't scroll. You don't want to scroll. I said I worked in an adult store for about 7 years. And, like, so I also have a lot of that. And I've made sure I put it in duffel bags. And I've told her, in the event of my demise, just go take those and just put them in the trash. Don't open them. Here's where they are. Do not open them. Do not open them. Just go and put them in. And she's like, I got you. And just erase my hard drive, right? So, this one was pretty funny. Probably the worst e-bagger online right now is Lisa Richards. Like, she's so bad. But if people aren't sending her money, she's screaming at them. She's calling them names. Like, lightly used. So he said, can you imagine if you went into like a toy shop and they had like a used table? I would literally be like, all right, I'm gonna leave. Like, I don't even want any of their stuff that claims to be new, because like, just for the fact that they have like a used table, I've never seen that. Never seen that, you know what I mean? Like, in my time, like, through, the industry, but like, that's definitely, I've seen people bring shit in and try to resell it to me, and I'm like, you need to get the fuck out of the store. Like, why is it easy to party at a haunted house? Because the ghosts bring the booze. Demon came prepared today. Some guys would love that, to be fair, right? But so she's like well, no, because like see, like the guys that normally like to be yelled at like that are like they don't like the other shit. Like she goes, like I said, if you guys don't know who she is, look her up. Her name is Lisa Richards. There's videos literally of her everywhere because that's what she does. So she'll go between, please, 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 I just need help, like trying to fake crying and being like, you guys are fucking, and like calling people the C words and shit. She's big on TikTok right now. I'm like but like she's always trying to get people to send her money for food, and she's like in very active substance use, like very. And like she gets caught in her fucking lies literally all the time. I don't even know why she bothers. Just come online and be like, "Hey, listen, I'm into this and I need money so that way I don't get sick." Like seriously, like people would feel like at least you weren't insulting their intelligence. Like present it and let people make the choice if they want to donate to it. I'm not saying anybody should, but I'm just saying like that's up to that. Yeah, that's their money. She's like a different level. So she's at her boyfriend's house, right? She was living in an abandoned house. She met another guy. And now all of a sudden it sounds like she's taking downers all the time. But so she met a guy, and it was just funny because the people are keep like clipping her and like putting it out because her shit is so ludicrous. She's like, me and Nate broke up. We broke up. And people are like, but you're still sitting in his house. And she's like, I am not. I am not. And her boyfriend, he sounds like a mumble rapper. He's like, you know. All of a sudden he comes in real quick, and she's online on TikTok begging people for money for food. And he comes in after she just got people sent groceries to their house this week, right? Like 4 days ago. And it was a lot of groceries. It was like $100 worth of groceries, but it was a lot of groceries, right? Homeless girl to the bell. You can drop them off anywhere. Oh, right. But so like, you know, and some guys like that desperate level. Like I always wondered why like guys go to like ladies of the night. You know, like to me, I'm like, ugh. Like I don't know, like I don't like a three where is one thing, but like I tell you what's when you're like you don't know what number in line, like, you know, like McDonald's, it doesn't matter if there's been 10 people served in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You're still getting your food either way. It ain't affecting you. But like, as a guy, wouldn't that kind of gross you out? Like, what if she had a really big night? What if it was like, what if she had just come from like a Diddy party and it was like, and she was like, yeah, 20, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you want to be like number 20 in line? Yeah, I don't want extra mayo, right? That's what I'm like, ugh. Like, I don't know. Like, I just, you know, and I don't know if there's, like I said, I know that there's fetishes out there for everything. I know that there are people that like everything, like 100%. I get that. I get that. I do. I get that. But like, ugh, like you're like sitting next to them like on a bus somewhere and you're like moving sideways because they're like sliding into the floor, like sliding every time the bus stops, they're sliding back and forth on the floor. Ugh, God, like, nah. So she's in there and she's begging for money for food, right? I need food. I need. People are like, you just got food delivered to you 2 days ago. I did not. That was 4 days ago. Blah blah blah. And they're like, yeah, but it was still a lot of food. It's enough that you guys should still have some food. Well, we don't have anything left. Da 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 da. And people are like, how is that possible? Like, how is that possible, right? All of a sudden, her boyfriend like comes in the bedroom, right? And he's like real loud. He goes, look at the size of this cucumber I grew. And she's like, and she looks at him. She's like, I'm on live. And he's like, oh, you are? And she's like, yeah, I'm on live. Can you shut the door? And he goes, yeah, yeah. And he like leaves, right? Like, thank you, Georgie. I appreciate you. I like the file. But so, he's like, oh, you're on live? She goes, yeah. And shuts the door. And then she's like, people are like, so how's Nate? Because they could tell, he has a very distinct voice. And she's like, that wasn't Nate, that was somebody else. And people were like, nah, dude, that was Nate. We know it was Nate. We know what he talks like. Like, that was Nate. You're still at his house. We see the walls behind you. And she was like, literally just sitting there being like, that wasn't Nate. Oh, so because Nate has an air conditioner, but like, she gets caught in shit. Like I said, if you look up Lisa Richards, it's a trip down the rabbit hole. Like, she is some different level shit. But she will literally like curse people out if they're not sending her money, or if like she gets real mad if people send her money, friends and family, because if they send it for goods and services, then they can get it back. If you send it friends and family, you can't request a refund. You know what I mean? Like, she just like, to me, it's like just a different level of gross. I'm like, dude, like it's just gross. Like I said, seriously, if you go on, you watch some of her videos. She had at one point, she had her children living with her. She ended up getting them taken by CPS because she was, I mean, it was just bad. Videos came out of her apartment and there was dog and cat shit everywhere. And she had her kids living there. And people were like, and she was like, that wasn't my apartment. That when people were like, yeah, it was. We could hear your son talking in the background. No, 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 that wasn't my apartment. Da da da. And then the story changed to, well, that was like a year before. Yeah, but either way, that was your apartment covered in, and like, then there's like, she got 302'd, right? Because they said she was like really tweaking out. She needed money, like, she's crying. So all these people called into the police, right? The police showed up. They 302'd her, right? She like, I mean, she's just like, it's like one thing. It seems like so much drama. Like, how do you keep your lies that straight? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like I said, like, maybe like a little like white lie here and there, like I might pop out, like without, you know what I mean? But like, I just I just live and I just am what I am. Like, I mean, I like, it just seems like so much extra work to try to keep on top of it. My memory sucks. I'm epileptic. So it's like, I don't have to keep all that shit straight. But yeah, so like her stories change a lot too. Like people are like, you're not using it for food. She's like, I mean, it's just like I said, if you end up like Googling her name on either YouTube or TikTok, you'll end up just finding, hey Aries, good morning, honey. Like you'll just end up finding like videos upon videos, because she's been online scamming people for like 10 years now. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's different stuff. So, and like I said, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine living like that. I can't imagine like. At least if she was a lady of the night, you could be like, okay, she's working. You know what I mean? I'm not saying anybody should go do that, but I'm just saying, like, if you're like, well, she's definitely earning her keep. You know what I mean? She'd rather go online and beg people for money. So I said, I get really irritated at a lot of the stuff that she does. Like, yeah, I don't really birthday. Yeah, I have a birthday. What is it? Next Sunday, I think. Right? Let's say the 15th. So no, 6 days. 15, 6 days from now. Oh, it's Tuesday, so what, next Monday? Is that right? Let's party, right? I know I'm getting pretty shitty. I said I went to Pool League the other day, and I wish we did it by points, because if we did it by points, we'd be fine. But, like, everybody on my new league, I said they've all been playing for, like, 30 years. Like, it's insane. These people are insane players. So, I'm in last place, proudly. Won 2 games. I will take it. I will take whatever I can get, because like this group's a tough group. It's a tough group. Are we bringing you a male dancer? Dude, Aries, when I was younger, there used to be this place up in Philly, right? And it was called The Cave, right? And it was the only place to do like the male review show. And it was weird, man. It was so weird. I that's the night I think I found out that I don't like people touching me, like, that I don't know. Like, I was like, oh, like, I was like, I guess this should be sexy. Like, it wasn't. I said, this dude, he came out, he had, like, this blonde, spiky hair and shit, right? And, like, I'm hearing my name called, and I'm getting, like, and, like, the male dancers are a little bit more physical than the women dancers are. They're a little bit more and I said, this dude, man, this was ridiculous. This was literally like, I was like probably like 22. And this dude like pushed my chair up against the wall, and like he did like this jump, and he did a handstand and put his legs on the walls behind me, and then he rubbed his landing strip right on my eye. I'm surprised he didn't wipe my eyebrow off. I'll be real. That would have been funny. That would have been funny as fuck. But like, oh, male dancers. Like, and then I said I got. Oh my god, I was shitty that night. I was definitely shitty. Yeah, his landing strip. You know, the no man's land. It ain't the front, taint the back. It's just like the land of Waldo's there, like whatever. Yeah. Yeah, he rubbed that part on me, and I was like, "Ah," like they didn't have Lysol wipes at that point in time. They didn't have like I did not bring a hand sanitizer with me. I literally would have gone in the bathroom and just like sprayed it all in my eyes and like rubbing it in like it's lotion. But yeah, it wasn't as sexy as I thought it would be. I don't know. Like I know that everybody, there were a whole bunch of women that were all excited over Magic Mike and shit. Like that's not really. I've seen bits and pieces of it. You know what movie is worse than Magic Mike? Burlesque. I hate that movie. God, I hate that movie. I love burlesque. I said I've been doing actually today's my burlesque dance class, so that's what I'll be doing at like 4 p.m. today. I've been trying to come on and exercise every day around 4 p.m. and I've been mixing up my routines and still trying to get to the gym and like all that stuff too. But like, ugh, God, it was gross. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. It's like, I guess that was supposed to be hot. Like, I'm not even a germaphobe, but I definitely was that night. Trying to go dirty dancing. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like in dirty dancing, like there's people that all knew each other. Like, that wouldn't be happening for me. I'll go out and dance and whatnot and like joke around. I said last week I have a friend on my pool league. His name is Dave, right? And he's really funny. Like he's always been very appropriate with me. He's always been very. But like, so he won last season. He's a fantastic player. He's a fantastic fucking player. And I ended up that he's like, we do a lag at the beginning where like we'll both hit the ball. We'll start the ball off at the same spot. You have to hit it up the table. It has to hit the rail and it has to come back and hit the other rail. And then whoever gets closer after that is who breaks. That's how they decide who breaks. So we're getting ready to do the lag and he goes, "Hi, what's going on? Kind of GTS, how are you? How are you?" But so he's like, "I would like the right side of the table." And I was like, "No." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And I knew why, because it was just going to make him. I just wanted to say happy broadcasting. Oh, thank you, Kendra. There we go. Kendra, don't mind me. I can't see. I got really bad eyesight. But well, thank you. I like live streaming. But so yeah, okay. So then, but like, wait, what was I talking about? I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. Okay, I made a mistake of looking down at my paper and started reading, and then I was like, fuck. Where was I going before that? I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So, there's a video going viral right now. It's from an apartment complex, and I don't know if this person perhaps maybe had some substances. I don't know if it's somebody that just I don't know what they thought. Oh, cool. Yeah, so my friend Dave, thank you, Aries. See, this is why I need y'all. See, this is why I need you in here, because I I need reminders. And your memory's better than me. Like, you're like my post-it note. I need that. So I took and I bent over real far, so that way he had to get up like closer to the back of me. And he was like, ah, like I could hear him. I mean, I knew the only way I could even get close to beating him is if I rattled him a bit. So I kept back it up to him, like, he kept moving the other side. Everybody, like, it was like I just fuck with him. Like, I don't know. He's funny. He's like, we are laughing. We are having fun. Like, he just gets, he's funny. He's funny. He's a character. But so there's this video going around at this apartment complex, right? And but he was like shooting like this. He had it like all up in the air, just barely trying to. I absolutely did it purposely. 100%. It was strategic. And these people, they're like banging on their ceiling. I've never lived in an apartment. I rented a house before, but I've never lived in an apartment. I can only imagine, like, you're hearing people's kids run back and forth. The walls are thinner, like, heaven forbid one of your neighbors gets cockroaches, because then guess what? You're gonna get them too. Or if you got a neighbor that's got mice, they're gonna get it. You're gonna get it too. Like, that's just how it goes. But so there's a video of these people, and they can hear them doing something. They're like, what are they doing, right? And they're taking their broom and they're hitting it on the ceiling. They're like, dude, what the fuck? It's like a banging, right? And they're like, what the fuck is going on? So the husband is like, I'm gonna call the landlord. So the wife comes in and says, well, here, let me videotape it then. And he goes, okay. So he lets her take the camera, and she's like screaming because like the bangs are getting louder. And she's like, well, Well, then the next thing you know, you see the blade of a saw come out and go down around their ceiling. Like, I don't know if it was maybe like a car, like the maintenance guy. I don't know what the story behind it was. I don't know what, but like he started cutting a hole and was going around like their lamp in their bed. They were like, oh my God. So he actually cut a hole in the floor that you could see through to these other people's like places. I'm like, holy shit. Like, she was like screaming, because she didn't know what was going on. She don't know if it's somebody up there hurting somebody. She don't know if it's somebody up there like they don't know what's going on. I would imagine it's either like substances, which I don't know. I don't know why even that you'd be like, let me get a saw. Like I don't know. Or it was like the maintenance guy and he wasn't a very good maintenance guy and thought that the floors were thicker and was trying to replace a spot in the floor and ended up cutting the whole damn thing out. Number 2 seems in my head more likely. But number 1 is also quite a possibility. So let's see how much more time I got. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I got a message. You were getting ready to come up on an hour and a half, guys. So I'm going to jump off in just a little bit. And then I'm going to go tattoo for a little bit. Oh, did you? What kind of phone did you get? But like, so I'm going to go tattoo for a little bit. And then I'll be back on within like an hour, hour and a half. And see, I don't even know what's that anymore. I have a, what is it, like a S10 Edge? No, I had an S10 Edge. I upgraded to, I think, like the S20. So I honestly, I got my case on, so I can't even look to see what it is. I hate whenever you get a new phone and then you have to like try to figure it out, and it always feels weird. Like your first couple days, you're like, I don't have any of my apps where I want them to be. Was messed up with the battery. Gotcha. I'm pretty like brutal. Oh, you got $1,000 see, that's solid. I'm pretty brutal when it comes to phones, Aries. Like, I've done a very good job of shattering many a screen. Because, like, I'll just be, like, putting it somewhere, it slides off the table, into the floor, like, all that. So I got a phone one time, and we left T-Mobile. We stopped at, like, Cumberland Farms, right? And I put the phone on top of the car, and when I did, it slid off and hit the ground and shattered, and we literally took it right back to the store, and I was like, dude. And I bought the warranty, thankfully. Otherwise, I would have had to, I should have just opened it and been like, listen, I was just trying to put my apps on, all of a sudden the screen shattered. Like, so I had to pay like $25 or something and get it replaced. But I mean, that's better than having to buy a whole new one, you know what I mean? Let's pay the store. Oh, okay, that's not bad. See, that's not bad. The next one, let's see, JoJo Siwa. I don't like her for whatever reason. I don't know why. She got kicked out of restaurants 2 nights in a row. Like, these really high-end restaurants will put up with a little bit more. So you really got to act up because, you know, they know that you're going to spend money in there, especially if you're a celebrity, you're going to tip well. Like, they'll put up with a little bit more shit. So imagine what somebody has to do to get thrown out of a place. She got thrown out of restaurants 2 days in a row, right? Because she got too drunk while she was there. And she was yelling at the staff. I think it says a lot for people, like, when they are famous and they treat their staff poorly. I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot that, you know, this person probably never had a job. This person, like, because I'm on my dad's family plan. Gotcha. See, that's how that works, right? All right, guys. I'm going to go paint for a little bit. I'm going to go work a little. And then I will be back on. I said I have a commission piece that I need to get done. So I'm actually doing it's a Lion King scene. So I was like, cool, you know what I mean? And then so I'm going to go paint for a little bit. Try to get that done. And then I'll be back on it. And I'm just going to do Battles Day. I'm going to do Battles Day and I'm going to work on some tattoos. And that's about it. So that's how the day's going to go. I don't have any classes today. So yay. Alrighty. But all right, guys. So I love you all. I hope everybody has a good day. Like I said, if you don't have my other social media add my other social media. My website's back there, edgeoftheeasel.com. I'll be doing another upload today. So that's also on the agenda. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Aries, have an amazing day. You guys fucking deserve it. You guys fucking deserve an amazing day.